Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got a judge who ruled against Donald Trump, your president, and found her house in an explosion. Yeah, fam, burned to the ground. How did we get here? Well, first and foremost, this judge had also received multiple death threats in the days leading up to the fire. Per a New Republic article, a South Carolina judge who recently ruled against the Trump administration had her house go up in a massive cloud of flames on Sunday. Judge Diane Goodstein's home could be seen in a video engulfed in a gargantuan cloud of smoke and fire. 3 people were injured, including Goodstein's son, as well as her husband, former state senator Arnold Goodstein, who had to jump out of the window while fleeing to safety. The judge herself was not at home at the time of the incident. Authorities have yet to determine the cause of the fire, and there is currently no signs of foul play. Yeah, right. Anyway, fam, the article continues. However, the timing of this accident is rather peculiar. Goodstein recently blocked the Trump administration's attempt to access South Carolina's voter registration database in their effort to exert great control over elections. Goodstein's decision was later overturned, and she was called out directly on X by Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon. Goodstein also received death threats for weeks before the fire, according to Time magazine. And just days ago, Trump advisor Stephen Miller wrote that there is a large and growing movement of left-wing terrorism in this country that is shielded by far-left Democrat judges. Even as police continue to investigate, it's hard to ignore that the judge's home burned down in the midst of an executive effort to publicly shame and isolate judges the administration disagrees with. Many judges have made it clear that they feel a ruling against Trump, no matter how principled, makes them a target. You damn right it does. But guess what? You did it to yourselves. That's right, I said it. You did it to yourselves because you stood by and you watched him methodically gain control over the judicial system. You watched him do it, and you did nothing. Judges, governors, senators, members of Congress, city council members, law enforcement, you all sit back and you watched him consolidate power, and you did nothing because you thought you were special. You either thought that, let me just go along to get along and just stay out of the way and maybe I'll be safe. Or you said, let me help him so that, when he gets all of this power, that maybe I can benefit in some kind of way. And you realize now that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So now you get it. Now you're figuring it out. And not just these people that have power, but also you citizens. Yeah, a lot of y'all was like, yeah, get him, Trump. Get him, get him, get him. You thinking somehow that he's doing all of this for you, not understanding that he's consolidating power because he wants control. He wants to be a dictator. And do you know that dictators call all the shots, and it don't matter how you feel. Your little shitty vote don't mean nothing no more. It don't matter how you want to vote. It don't even matter anymore. He told you before he became president, hey, you know what? This time it'll be your last time voting. He already knew what he was going to do. He already knew he was going to implement that 2025 plan. And some of you are still asleep at the wheel because you're afraid to be woke. These people are so good at preying on the slow that they can take a term like woke. Woke, the opposite of sleep. And make you think it's something bad. And now they're being accused of the same thing that they were accusing others of. All this trying to cancel people, well, they're not necessarily trying, they are succeeding in many cases. Even now, talking about canceling Dave Chappelle. Remember when they were just praising Dave? Like, yeah, Dave, get him, because Dave would talk about the trans people. And, he talks about these people and those people. And Dave Chappelle pretty much talks about everybody. So if you wait long enough, you're going to have your turn. He's going to talk about you. And that's the part they don't like when he starts talking about them. See, same thing with what's going on with Trump. Trump is attacking everything and everybody. And you'll be rooting for him, and next thing you know, he's attacking you. He's attacking the things that you really care about. Yeah, he's destroying things that you really care about. The man is out there blowing up boats in international waters. And he's saying that they're boats with drug dealers on them. When the last time you knew that it took 11 drug dealers to get on a boat and deliver some drugs? Oftentimes it only takes the boat operator, that's it. Only takes the operator to do it. At the maximum, okay, let's say he needs some protection. He might have 2 shooters. That's it. You're not gonna have 11 drug dealers on a boat together delivering drugs. They may be on a boat chilling, celebrating, partying, but they're not gonna be on the boat with drugs on the boat delivering drugs. It don't take 11 drug dealers to deliver drugs nowhere in the world. So anyway, fam, Judge Goodstein's home explodes. Who think Trump did it? Who think Trump's associated with it? Give me a thumbs up if you think Trump got something to do with it. Thumbs down if you say, no, Willie D, you're going too far. Ain't no way my president would be involved in something so nefarious. Back to the judges who say they feel a ruling against Trump, no matter how principled, will make them a target. Okay, so what you gonna do? You gonna stand on principle, or you gonna lay down with fear? No more talk.
Where do we go from here? How did we get this way? How do we go back to yesterday? Where do we go from here? How do we get this way?